Begin by simply listening. Slow down. See just how peaceful today can be. Greetings, children. I am your host, your obedient servant, Sebastian St. Serapian Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Vincent twice. You can always call me Bennett. Today, the plan is a radio version of Dracula with David Suchet as Dracula from Poirot, Tom Hiddleston as Jonathan Hawke. A radio version of Dracula, and I was going to play Legend of Zelda: Age of Calamity. I don't want to go into too much detail, but while Nintendo made the best exploration game with Legend of Zelda, they teamed up with Team Ninja to make the best co-op ninja action RPG. Again, the Voight Kampff test, we make sure our vibes are cool before we transmit them to others. It's so cool that someone like me, you think that live streaming is just for the people who are good at it, but no, it's very democratized, it's very for all. And so we can all connect, send out vibes that are good, and enjoy and see what the heck this game's all about. So let's see what we can do here. Golf clap. So for here we go to here. There we go. No.
Dracula by Liz Lockhead. Adapted for radio by Liz Lockhead and John Foley. Part 1.
He'll be here soon and you're not finished dressing. What can you be thinking of?
Catch me.
I will not. Oh, be careful.
Oh.
Look at your petticoats now.
Oh, never mind them. Here, lace me up.
Oh, well, turn round.
Tighter.
I'll hurt you.
No, you won't. I want to feel it nip me in. The day they put me in stays and made me wear my hair up, I swore blind if I was to be pinched and skewered, I was to have the thinnest waist and the highest hair. I'm not going to suffer for nothing and not be noticed.
Hold still. What if Jonathan sees you like this?
Maybe I'll get him to come and gawp at me in my drawers.
Lucy!
Oh, wouldn't that give him a sight to remember? What are you going to give him before he goes away?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, he is your fiancé, for goodness sake. You are practically married.
We are not practically married. It's weeks and weeks yet till my birthday.
And him going off on such a long journey.
And when he comes back, we'll be married. There. That's as tight as I can.
So, what are you going to give him to remember you by?
My life.
Oh, I wish I had it done.
Hands off him as if he's mine. And do here any moment, so hurry up, Lucy, do get dressed.
I wish I was waiting for my wedding dress to come from Paris. I wish something would happen to me.
Oh, it will.
Behold, the bridegroom cometh into the life of a lovely Wilhelmina Weston, elder sister of the Linkside Lucy, enter Jonathan Harker, tall, dark, handsome, eyes, article, dark, extraordinaire.
You read too many silly romances, and anyway, my Jonathan's passed his exams. He's a fully fledged solicitor now. And don't you forget it. Now,
I once knew a woman. I once knew a woman who swore to fly. I once knew a woman who swore to fly. Perhaps she'll die. Perhaps she won't die. To die or not to die? That is the question. Bedlam. Bedlam. That's in the belfry. That's set of screw looses. Screw looses. Screw looses. Screw looses. Get in close. Sewage! They are not mine, Mr. Pitchrever, Dr. Sewage, you bastard! Lucy. She would. She swallowed the cat, the cat's the bird, she swallowed the swallow, the cat's the spider, she swallowed the spider, the cat's the bite, and I don't know why. Dr. Seward, I feel empty. Come, swallow. You'll soon feel better. Empty. They took me, deloused me, shaved me, and salted me with lye. They wormed me like a dog and they wired me up with their bad machines. What sort of bad machine? Fasten wires to my temples. For my master to come and worship. He's coming in his worship. My master that I worship is coming in his worship. Away. Now I'm empty. I feed on no life. No life feeds from me. Ah! Gotcha, fly. Gotcha.
Really, sir, that is disgusting.
It's fat with life, strong life, and it gives life to me. Very good, very tasty, very wholesome. I know a doctor, he should try some.
Ingested insects.
Life! Life!
Nurse Grice.
It's Nisbet, Dr. Seward.
Nisbet. Ah,
Listen
right.
well, soldiers.
Well, take a note. I recommend that Mr. Renfield's medication be continued, increasing by 1 million. Good God.
The years have passed quickly since Calamity Gannon's revival was
I thought I
promised.
saw someone through the window. Someone I knew
Yes,
long ago.
we have unearthed the divine
Yes,
beasts
look.
and
That
filled
man there in the
volumes
grounds
with
next
our
door,
knowledge of
taking
ancient
photographs.
But a barricade of books will not protect
Place has
us.
been empty for...
No.
Because this way, surges of force like we have never faced
Down
before.
there in the grounds of
Even
Carthage.
now, the enemy
Orderly.
is clawing for our throats.
Orderly!
For Hyrule Castle itself.
Moving around next door.
We must exterminate
Mr. Drinkwater,
the monsters
will you please go down and tell that man taking
Thus
photographs of
will begin
Carfax
our
that
renewed
Dr.
effort
Seward...
to stop
No,
the calamity.
that Seward Major requires the presence of Harker Minimus in his study forthwith. Go on, man. You know exactly what I mean.
And be brave for your kingdom!
Why the devil anyone would want to photograph that architectural monstrosity is utterly beyond me. All right, Nurse Nisbet, female ward now. Any problems?
No, don't leave me, don't go! Doctor! Bad stuff, asbestos, bad blood and mother's milk. You don't put up my head to him. You got to help me or he get in. Doctor, if you leave me alone and scared, I want to let him in. God help me. I don't want this.
Right. Just couldn't believe it. Seeing an old Norwegian in this happened.
Imagine my surprise. The face of Norwell's strictest prefect.
Strict, but fair.
A monster, whose voice could send a score of little boys scurrying to butter his crumpets, sugar his tea.
How many terms did you fag for me, Jonathan? Oh, 2 or 3? Must have been a perfect beast. Your health and your...
Excellent branding, by the way.
And, now, Harker Minimus is engaged to be married. I read the announcement in the Times. I am. Congratulations. I suppose she is a beauty.
The loveliest girl who ever lived.
And the heir to quite a fortune.
Oh, I should marry Mia if she hadn't 2 brass farthings to rub together.
Well, my dear chap, I was only teasing.
Were you not married then, Arthur?
Jonathan, when I was 20 and hard at my studies, I thought I'll marry at 25. At 25, I thought 30 is a fine age for a man to settle down. And now I'm 30.
Well, don't leave it too long, old chap.
Well, I hope I won't. What woman, though, would marry into a madhouse?
Plenty do.
Yes, but my wife would have to do it knowingly.
I'm sure you work far too hard. You should take a holiday. Have you still got some annual leave?
I seldom bother to take it.
Come with me.
What?
I mean it. You'll enjoy it, I promise you. Tonight, I catch the overnight train from King's Cross to Whitby. I'm a day later than promised, but I will get a prodigal's welcome. I'll be with my darling Mina for 4 or 5 days before I go off on my business trip abroad.
See your foreign nobleman.
It's Count Dracula.
And you flogging that monstrosity next door.
A very desirable property. Carfax.
A bit too gothic for my taste. And does your count know that his sort of next-door neighbours here are somewhat...
Batty? Well, the house agent did not think it strictly...
Poor man, he doesn't know what's in store for him. On the night of the full moon, when the lunatics...
Do they really?
What?
Does the moon actually affect them?
No, not at all. Sheer superstition and old wives' tales. No, I'm afraid that all the clinical, if not the neurotic mental illnesses are merely the result of imbalances in the complex chemicals in the brain. This Dracula fellow will find we have our inmates tame and docile, and not at all antisocial as neighbours.
But you will come. Arthur, you must. On one condition. That you don't let my Mina make a busman's holiday of it for you. She had a little sister, Lucy. A sweet kid, really, but Mina worries terribly about her. Last year, after their father died, Lucy went into a sort of decline. Got terribly thin and somewhat feverish in her behaviour.
Did she have a loss of the normal female function?
How on earth would I know?
Oh, forgive me. As a doctor, I forget how to address laymen. Probably a simple girlish hysteria. 9 times out of 10, rest, companionship, some exercise, physical and mental, and wait for little miss to grow out of it.
But will you come?
Why not? Yes, let's go. First class, though. Allow me to apply for tickets.
Mrs. Manners, it looks lovely.
I'll be in the kitchen if you want me.
All right, Flora, you may start serving. Yes, miss.
You're spoiling me. I don't know how I'll face going back to hospital food again.
Then don't go, Arthur.
Now hold still, everyone.
Oh, Jonathan, not another photograph.
Sorry, hold still.
Mr. Jonathan. You are obsessed with that camera of yours.
You want to look so lovely. I wouldn't want to take so many pictures.
Thank you, Gloria, that's enough.
Leg or breast, Mr. Jonathan? The chicken, sir. Leg or breast?
Could I have a little of both, please, Florrie?
Certainly, Mr. Jonathan. Miss Lucy? No, thank you. I'm not in the least hungry.
Lucy, you really ought to try a little.
For me, Lucy, please, just...
I'm not hungry.
Well, I jolly am. It's delicious. Well done, Florrie.
All right, Flora, you may go. Yes. And, Jonathan, you may stop staring after Florrie like that. You make the poor girl blush.
Sorry.
Honestly, Arthur, Jonathan has taken so many photographs of the poor girl, he'll turn her head.
She's very pretty. I mean, as a photographic subject.
You won't let me, and Lucy won't keep still for me.
It's boring, Jonathan, always being in your sights.
So, Arthur, you've not wearied of our company yet? I'm delighted we can use you.
Mina, I have spent 3 of the happiest days of my life here with you. Lucy, the sea air is like champagne.
Oh, Arthur, very salty champagne.
Come on now, Mr. Redfield. Drink up your medicine. Dr. Seward won't come back and bring you a nice stick of rock from the seaside. Oh, no. There's a good doggy. Right in my face, you bloody bastard! You stupid, stupid cur! Kick him, drink water! Kick him from dawn to dusk and back again! Oh, I'm scared to. Kick the living daylights out of him! That's right, no! Sitting there among all these bird cages with feathers in his bloody teeth. He shouldn't ought to be allowed. This is a madhouse, not a menagerie. Kick him, drink water! I can't do it!
My master will bless you. He'll punish you. But the master is at hand, and I'm here to obey his every command. See the moon? You see the moon, Mr. Drinkwater? How sweetly she sail. She wax once, she wane, and my master, he shall come again. Oh, yes, Nurse Grice, he come. And me, I sit with my birds in the wilderness. Pretty birds, little victims, pretty ones, how they do flutter. A struggling sacrifice, Nurse Grice, into the face.
No wonder I'm not coming to your cell alone. Drinkwater, I'm reporting you for disobeying my orders. And in. Bloody two-feet sparrows. All right, who's next?
Into the wilderness. I am the prophet of the wilderness. Proclaiming his coming.
I'm sorry to be so possessive of Jonathan, Arthur. There's so many decisions to be made.
I hate making decisions.
Don't I know it, Jonathan? Honestly, Arthur, you'd think a brilliant solicitor would be able to choose between red roses and white for the floral arrangements.
Arthur, don't you have something to tell?
Red roses and white roses, common daisies or weeds. I hardly see how it matters. As long as you marry me, soon.
It's soon, all right.
I meant for us to have more time together, but I've been a rather bad host, Arthur. You've not been finding it too difficult to amuse yourself, I trust.
Indeed not. Lucy and I have been walking, riding. Yes, indeed. The views from the cliff tops are exhilarating. And yesterday I went bathing.
Arthur swam so far out, he got smaller and smaller till his head was just a little dot and proving very soon. I got frightened. I screamed.
Dear Lucy, I was perfectly fine. I'm a very strong swimmer.
My sister does get very nervous about things, Arthur.
Oh, yes. Crazy Lucy. Mad, sleepwalking Lucy with her migraines and her over-vivid imaginations. I know what you say. You bitch me. I used to want my blood.
Lucy, sit down.
Leave her, Jonathan. She is only after attention.
Well, shouldn't she get some? Arthur, can't you do anything?
She had tantrum.
Well, Arthur?
I'm afraid I cannot take on Lucy as any kind of a patient or give you any advice of a medical nature concerning her for personal reasons, for ethical reasons.
I don't see why.
I asked her today if she would consent to be my wife, and she said yes.
You old devil, I had no idea. Mia, isn't this the most wonderful...
My sister, Dr. Seward, is not quite 18 years old, a child. Someone of your age and experience must see she is far, far too young and unstable to enter into such an arrangement.
Miss Westman, I'm sorry to spring this news upon you. It must indeed be something of a shock. Well, I hope you will learn to approve of me and to see that your sister's health and future happiness are my every desire and concern. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go to my fiancée and see if I can be of some comfort to her.
I'm so sorry. What must your friend think of me? Oh, hold me.
What's all this wedding business? Lists and flowers and frocks and cares. 1 minute, let's run away.
What?
Marry me in London, then come abroad with me. And you can be my secretary.
But my inheritance. Until my 25th birthday,
I don't care about the money. We don't need it. I can make my living as a solicitor. Enough for us both. Marry me tomorrow.
You must be mad. I'm just being silly. You are right. It's all this wedding business. Oh, Jonathan, listen. Please don't go away tomorrow. Don't go on this trip. Don't.
Rena, whatever is the matter?
Such dreams, Jonathan. Such horrid dreams and premonitions. I know you think I'm just being silly, but...
Rena, my love, let me come and sleep with you tonight.
Jonathan!
I'll hug you close and keep all the bogeymen away.
Oh, Jonathan, we cannot. Look, here it's hot. Mrs. Mother's with me. And Cook and Florrie and Lucy and everyone.
Sleeping during the night and everyone is asleep. Who cares if they know? I love you. Let me love you.
We must wait for our wedding. No, Jonathan, I mean it. You can come and stay with me tonight if you promise you won't go away tomorrow.
I can't do that. Mr. Hawkins has entrusted me with all this vital business with the Count. My career, man.
God forbid you should jeopardize your precious career on my account.
Me?
And now I'm going to see my sister and her fiancé and make apologies to them for my behaviour. I pray she may be happier in her behaviour than I am here.
Nina?
And don't you dare come after me. Go away.
Something for you. Don't you fancy a little something?
I'm hungry.
Is that unusual? Thought you was always hungry. What do you do? Must be famished. The doctor putting you on starvation rations. I don't care. Dr. Seward, sir. Mr. Renfield ate another sparrow. He did. Coughed it up not half an hour later in a pool of puke and blood and feathers. Experiment. See how far you'll go. Stands to easy. There's just no knowing how a man will do if you give him nothing. Sick as a dog, poor lamb. I wouldn't care. Only it's me to clean up. He's a lovely bowl food. It's not a lot, and it's not hot, but...
Take it away!
That's the last time I ever tried to help you.
Send a spider to the fly. Perhaps you'll die. Or not. Would you care to dine with me? Dine with me? See, it's not nice eating dead things. Not nice to take a bite out of something that can't bite back. I call that necrophiliac. Now, something blood heat. That's what I call sweet. If it moves, eat it. Yes. Come into my parlor. Send the spider to the fly.
And leave some of the happiness you bring.
Jonathan Harker, how do you do? Let me tell you, sir, I am very, very pleased to see you. My journey has been a nightmare.
Come, welcome. Liberty Hall to you, dear friend. And remember, what is mine is yours.
Storms and lightning fit to split the sky. And wind. No, wolves. You should have heard them.
Harker, Jonathan. Apologies. I used my country's habit of putting the patronymic first. Jonathan. Mr. Harker, my friend, you are evidently one of those who have ears to hear. Oh, no, forgive me. I have manners, Oliver Bay. You are hungry, evidently. Sit.
Got it. Now.
Paprika head. Wow! It's among our best. Something of a national dish on feast days. And the day you deliver yourself to me, that is surely a feast day. Yes, certainly. Let me fill your...
Wow. Very good. You're not dining yourself.
I have supped earlier. But I will serve you with pleasure. Is good?
strange seasoning. Do you know, I've been making quite a collection of recipes here, which I hope Mina will establish with cook as staples in our household. Have you ever tasted robber steak? It's bits of bacon, beef, onion, mushroom or two sometimes, and it's sort of skewered onto sticks and simply...
No, I do not care to eat this robber steak. My appetites have grown capricious in my old age. Not everything agrees with me. Nevertheless, I know what I like. Let me forgive me if I seem to drink you in. Forgive me if I seem rude. I'm so long. Tell me, this my Carfax is my brother.
A letter from Mr. Hawkins. Here you are. Carfax is... you have seen the photographs I sent you. A substantial mansion. It has the potential to make a very fine home.
And every Englishman's home is his castle. Don't you say so? Well, I shall make me fine Englishman. Carfax is strange. From the French, you say. Such corruption of language interests me much. Quatre faces. 4 sides. Well, I suppose there are at least 4 sides to every question. Is that not so, Mr. Harker?
Mina would say that's the trouble with me. I can see something to be said for all of them.
So you cannot make up your mind. Then perhaps one of your friends will have to make it up for you. As I say, I lack society. Uncomfortable because I have lost my lightness of touch. So, who is this Mina? Your wife?
Almost. We're to marry next month.
You have a likeness of her?
Some pictures I took in the garden of the house they have at Whitby.
Whitby? Oh, it is by seaside.
Oh, yes. It's a fishing port on the Yorkshire coast. Rather a fine resort. It's really a rather remarkable house.
Remarkable girls. There are 3. Which is yours?
She's the one in the middle. And that's her sister, Lucy.
Well, they are not like these sisters.
Mina and Lucy. Oh, good Lord, no. Chalk and cheese.
She looks familiar, this. She has a Slavic face.
Yes, I have to agree. The first few days of this thing, I seemed to see my sister-in-law and every other servant girl who brought me supper. Very disconcerting, I can tell you.
And who is the 3rd flower in this English garden?
Oh, that's their new maid, Floria. Local girl. Very pretty.
3 pretty maids all in a row. And you, Mr. Harker, you have picked the queen among princesses. Proper English girls. Is wonderful thing, this photograph.
Well, I'll take your photograph. Tomorrow, when we have the light.
No, Mr. Harker, you will not take my photograph. Too old, dry, to say cheese and pose before your magic gadget. Believe me, it simply I find my country beautiful.
Such changes of landscape and climate. Extraordinary.
Good. And my good.
A fascinating mixture. They seem full of good qualities. Very superstitious.
Folklore, my friend. Right here, already. Fascinating mixture. Mixture is true. You are the heart of the my country is a sure from blood. Now there have been so many battles here on this soil. Well, you have a phrase, I think. Flesh is grass. I wish to turn this upside down. Here in my country, the grass is flesh.
I hope we're done with wars and bloodshed. And surely as the 20th century dawns, mankind will see sense.
The 20th century? Bah! I despise this 20th century. It disgusts me.
It hasn't even begun yet.
Habsburgs, Romanovs, Mongols, upstarts. My race, Jonathan. My house. We Seiketh of the noble line of Dracula. The little dragon. We always gladly will receive the bloody sword.
One would think you've been present at all these battles.
To a boyar, the pride of house and name is his own pride. Their glory, his glory, their faith,
I hate to say
his
it,
faith.
but we have
I'm afraid I feel
this out on
that a
our
man
own.
must absolutely make his own way in the world, whatever.
Democracy.
Hey, what are you?
The warlike days are over. Blood
No,
is
stop
too
right there.
precious a thing in this time of dishonorable peace. Yes, I must move again. Among men. But you can divert me.
Each of you has
My
served
friend,
your
you can
kingdom
tell me
admirably.
travelers' tales and take me out of myself.
I don't know that I can. I'm exhausted. Sorry. So long on the road. Trains,
I'm glad you're safe,
coaches.
Emperor.
I even travelled a day by
Your
farmer's
Highness.
cart once.
And I
my
received
train
the
connection missed by
Hiddleston
more than
report.
5 hours. His wife gave me this. Pressed it on me. Wouldn't take no for an answer.
Throw it away.
What is that?
It's ugly thing. Ugly.
Your Highness.
Well, it's not as handsome as some of the crucifixes I've seen, but it was so kindly meant.
Oh, no, I simply meant, my friend, that it was lead, base metal. I am somewhat of old snob. I cannot bear what is
The
not
Sheikah slate
old
conveyed
and
the
fine
Guardian's
and
purpose.
beautiful and
This anonymous
Precious.
visitor had travelled from a future of good.
that is why I live
A
here
time
all alone
amidst
with my wonderful memories, the splendid spoils of my ancestors. So if you would throw this ugly peasant thing out of the window, I'd replace it with gold.
It was a gift. Given in good faith. I must keep it.
If you did not have such a warm heart, you would have little to offer me, my friend.
Impa proposed recruiting Pura and Robbie, renowned researchers of ancient
Oh, your
technology,
Mr. Hawkins writes
to
well
study
of
the
you
guy
here in his
and
letter.
investigate the
The
mysterious
energy,
talent that had
talent,
appeared.
discreet, silent, faithful
King Rome of
disposition,
Hyrule gave his assent.
which has grown with him into manhood in my service and will, I am fully confident, put itself to your every use and render him malleable to your every instruction. So, tomorrow morning you will write to our friend and tell him and everyone else who would desire word of you that you stay with me 1 month.
A month? But the business we have together certainly cannot take more than a few days to complete, at most.
But my friend, I want you for conversation.
Conversation?
Your wonderful English language, it is a living thing, yes? I do not possess it.
Oh, Count, your command is admirable.
Dry. Library dust on every syllable. I know words, but not always how to speak them.
Your English is excellent.
Through my books, my friends whom I love, I have traveled all over your great country without leaving my own armchair. The rush of humanity, its life, its change, its death. All that makes it what it is. Oh, books are good, but I like the living done.
I am no philologist.
I would not have you so. I want you because you are young and ordinary. Oh, splendid
Zelda,
specimen of the
curious
upright
about the diminutive
young
guardian,
man.
decided to accompany Impa
So,
on her journey to
when I
Pura's
drink
research facility.
your every word
With
and
Link
digest
acting as bodyguard,
it, I shall put on
they
my
made
straw
their
hat
way
and
to the
come
ancient
out from the
tech lab.
garden of my Carfax, a real English man.
Count, I cannot stay with you.
Hush. No such thing as cannot. Sleep first. In the morning, believe me, you will be different. You won't feel the same. If there be one axiom in human affairs, that be it. Ah, listen. The children of the night. What music they make.
They curdle my blood.
Come, Mr. Harker. Blood is not so easily
Attached to
curdled.
me.
In the nursery, perhaps, tales of the big bad wolf might, how do you say, scare the pretty child witless, but a man whose heart has wintered enough for him to be worth something. He hears the wolf sing to the moon, his own sometime desolation, and it quickens the hunter in him. So in his mind he runs with that grey pack in the night. Can't you see them flowing like a ragged wind over Russia, over the steppes, outside in that black forest? Their eyes are more than the stars, and twice as secret.
Ringed our coach. The horses screamed and stopped.
Guardian?
Stock still.
But why?
And I looked out and saw them in the black moonlight. White teeth, red tongues, shaggy hair.
The dogs of nature.
The other passengers were frightened.
Monsters.
There was a girl there. She was
Of all time.
terrified. So I held her close. She taught me words. Ordog.
Satan.
Pokol. Stregoika. Vrolok. Vrokosova. She said, vampire.
Yes. Satan. Hell. Vampire, and so on. Oh, my friend, girlish superstition. I am sure your reason tells you so. But I override you. Come. You shall make your toilette, and I shall make your bed. Oh, no keeping of servants in this place so deep in the woods. So I, my friend, will play the valet or the chambermaid. Whatever you wish. You are so kind. Tonight I wish you no dreams to disturb your rest. Ah, Jonathan Harker. You have had a long and difficult journey. But at last, you reach your destiny.
Destination.
You see how I move.
My dearest Lucy, scarcely have I had a moment to write to you since I returned to London and the asylum. Those sunny days with you on the cliff tops above Whitby seem so far away. As soon as Jonathan returns from this business of his, and Mina has had her wedding of the decade, then perhaps we can plan our own, more modest nuptials. The main thing is finding exactly the right somewhere for us to live. Nearby, of course.
It's you. Come. It's our break.
Lord, what is it now?
It's an attack going on. We just don't know how to handle it. It's been at it again with the flies. He's running up and down the walls and tearing their webs down, flicking his tongue in and out, catching them and swallowing them. Sickening. And he's insisting we call him the lizard.
The lizard? That's what you want. But look here, Drinkwater. Can't it wait till I...
Don't think you can. But you really have to see this for yourself.
My dearest Mina, I write this in the ever-growing fear that you may never get to read it. I'm using our private code, so that should it fall into the hands of Count Dracula, you will not be able to decipher it. My host.
Steal yourself!
And you both keep up the fiction that he is my host, my jailer, is very knowledgeable about law in England. We spent long candlelit evenings in the library, working on his affairs. And I begin to apprehend that the reason he had Hawkins of Exeter arrange the purchase of Carfax is to avoid anyone in London knowing anything whatsoever about his business. And the fact that he seems so sanguine about me being fully aware of his business can only mean that he's not worried about my being around to make connections. Indeed, I'm now convinced he does not intend me to live. This castle, my prison, is on the edge of a precipice. A stone falling from the window would fall 1,000 feet without touching anything. And then last night, I was in my chamber, looking out of the window in the moonlight over the endless expanse of treetops, when my eye caught a sudden movement across the walls below me. I saw... And writing it now, I almost begin to doubt myself, but I promise you it was no dream. I saw Dracula emerge head first from the window and move vertically, face downward, over that dreadful abyss, scurrying stop and start in quick bursts, exactly as a lizard does down a wall.
Mrs. Manners has asked me to ask you, Miss Leela, if there's any news of Mr. Jonathan. No news. I'm sorry, miss. Tomorrow, perhaps. Flora, are you happy here?
Happy? I haven't thought to date, miss.
I hope for you to be happy.
Yes, miss.
I'd like for us all to work together, like a family.
Yes, miss.
Call me Mina. We want but 1 year to the start of a brand new century. Times are changing, Florrie, and we'll have no more mistresses and servants. I don't believe in them.
No, miss. You will still pay my wages.
Of course we will, silly goose. No, it's just... Well, you'll have noticed that my sister is a little odd sometimes. I want you to help me.
Yes, miss.
Lena. She has a shadow on her lung. Such night sweats. You must have noticed how thin and pale she is, and last winter she coughed up blood. That's when my father bought this house, the sea air here and so forth. Poor Papa. He did not know how ill he was himself. Lucy took his passing very hard, and he'd have done anything to make her well.
Well, he was right to buy it, miss. Whitby Air's a famous curative. A right tonic, them sea breezes.
Dr. Seward says we have to be very careful. We must keep our dear Lucy away from the chills of the evening or the dampnesses of dawn. Lucy?
Why can't I let a girl marry 3 men at once, or at least as many as one? Poor Edgar Homewood asked me to marry him yesterday. He was so sweet I broke his heart. And now, Quincy Morris. Oh, Quincy! I am so sorry that I am promised to my darling Arthur, whom I love more than all the world. I should have thought you'd have enjoyed being so proposed to, Miss Lucy. I am so miserable. Oh, then.
Really, Lucy, don't be so shallow.
Shallow?
I'm sorry. I'm not quite myself, forgive me. I'm going for a walk. I'll go past the post office and see if there's any. It's time. Oh, look at the mess in this room, Florrie. For goodness sake, tidy it up.
Yes, miss.
Finally ready.
No, miss. Sometimes she's a little odd. Almost abrupt sometimes. Sharp. But she is upset. Naturally. All this time and not a word from Jonathan. But she means well, Florrie. You do know that. We're both terribly pleased with you. Yes, miss. We didn't think we'd find someone to do for us. Oh, there's always someone who'll do. Your suitors will find that out, Miss Lucy, never fear. You might even find yourself insulted how quick they forget you. I don't think so, Yes. For heaven's sake, change those flowers. Lilies are so funereal. Something pretty to cheer me up. I'll look in the garden. Don't believe in servants. Oh, don't you? Very interesting. I better look in the mirror, Florrie, my girl, and pinch yourself to see if you're real.
Steel yourself.
Who do you see in the moonlit mirror? A prisoner? Certainly.
It's time.
Jonathan Harker, with dark circles under his eyes from lack of sleep. And such dreams. Am I going mad?
Ivan. Oh, 7 years of bad luck, don't they say? You are comfortable in Castle Dracula? You sleep well? You dream well?
I don't understand. You came right up behind me, But in the mirror, I saw nothing.
Is possible? No, I think not. What kind of man casts no shadow? Oh, but sweet friend, you have cut yourself while shaving. This pretty little ruby trigger, it ran down your white throat.
Don't touch me!
This cheap toy! You have not thrown it away yet.
My crucifix? I wear it for the woman who
Gave it for luck. Ah, Jonathan is very sentimental. Be careful how you cut yourself. It is more dangerous than you think in this country.
Count Dracula, you have to let me go.
But you know how I love to have you here. Stay just till the morning.
Count Dracula, please.
Oh, but certainly. If you are uncomfortable here, you must leave at once.
You let me go?
Of course. Come with me, quickly. Here is my key. Take it. Open! Well, goodbye, my dear friend. As they say, welcome the coming, speed the parting guest. What, you do not go? Oh, let's sleep on it, huh? No. Keep the key. Remember, what is mine is yours, my friend. Oh, let me advise you, sleep, Jonathan. Do not try the locked doors. Sleep only in your own chamber, because here, as elsewhere, there are bad dreams for those who sleep unwisely. And now, I will walk with my friends.
Good God. Those wolves fall around his feet. And he melts with them into the darkness. I have this key in my hand, and it is useless to me. Oh, Mina.
I've just sang any food, any feeding, drink or clothing. Contain one may be not afraid, for charm will endure.
Can I get away? Tora. Let's leave now.
Go on, sister. You are first and we shall follow. Yours is the right to begin.
First bite of the cherry.
Yet young and strong. Me first.
Me first. Shall I leave you, sir?
There are kisses for us all. Such a sweet sufficiency.
Give it to me, Jonathan.
To me.
No, Jonathan, to me.
Are you? Is that you?
Give me the
Yes.
good boy, Jonathan. Lie down.
Steel yourself. I am ready.
How dare you? How dare you touch him? How dare you cast your eyes on him when I have forbidden it? Back! All of you! Give me that key! Give!
What do I care for your key?
What do I care for your boy? Have you?
You yourself never loved.
You never loved.
You cannot love.
Yes, I do can love. You know it yourselves. You can tell it from the past. Is it not so? When I am done with him, you can kiss him at your will. Now go.
And us, are we to have nothing tonight?
Suffice?
Snack.
Innocent.
Something's wrong.
Nothing to swoon about, surely. Someday, perhaps, you will understand. For now, sleep till morning.
Bastards tie a man up, squeeze him in a straitjacket. They always sing a sweet song out loud in their fat faces. But they'll sing, he's coming, with a host of furious fancies, we're off a young commander, and a burning spear on a horse of very
Those women. Was it a dream? Who were they? Oh, their breath on my neck. I thought I knew them. Their eyes, cold as ice in the very depth of winter, and I wanted them. Now in the clear light of morning, I fear them even more than I did last night. Oh, my love. I had the key in my hand, and I traded it for the first hint of a kiss from those.
Try your wedding dress. Do, Miss Mina, for me and Miss Lucy.
Please, Mina, it's beautiful.
I think just a little layer of the Brussels lace.
Yes, just peeking out from under the hat.
Can't see where the sea ends and sky begins. A brule. That's what we call such a fog. Spoiling for storm, I reckon. Jonathan.
Mr. Hawkins said not to worry. He's had communication that Jonathan will have finished his business in a day or two.
Why doesn't he write to me?
Probably did, and it got lost. Foreign posts.
You'll get 5 letters all at once, you'll see. It'll be the fog delaying the ships.
Mina, my love, do look at this beautiful dress. How I envy you.
It's a dress.
Your wedding dress.
Oh, Lucy. I don't think I'll ever wear it.
Then the lordy loves a bedlam, and struggle sweet and dainty.
Poor sockety party! The same for all bloody day, and all for the night and all!
And a lovely yeoman.
Master? Master? Master. Faster. He is coming. Master.
Coming.
Lucy, come on, that's a bit, my love. It is the middle of the night.
Coming.
What happened? Oh, Mina, what is happening? Lucy, hush. You're safe now. Mina's here.
Oh, Mina, look. A ship.
Where?
Over there. Coming in fast towards the shore.
Yes. I see it through the fog. It disappears among the waves, and then there it is, riding tall.
A black ship in the moonlight.
Oh, it'll be dashed to pieces. No, dear God, no.
Dog. Mina, did you see it? That black dog. A great black dog.
Last night, though, such a storm. Down at the dairy this morning, everybody was all agog about that ship. Nonsense and superstition. No, but one dead man left for the hand stiff round a crucifix. The chain wound so tight it cut clean through to the wrist bone. And in his pocket, writing about how ship was haunted. One by one, sailors overboard or eaten. Must have gone mad.
This morning is so sweet. You'd think it'll never be dark again. But that black dog.
What black dog, Miss Mina?
Lucy thought she saw a black dog.
I did.
As the boat struck the shore, it leapt off in a single bound and away over the cliffs like a black wind. Lucy, you're right, you do look pale. Oh, I've got my monthly visitor. Must have come in the night. My friend, my bloody friend. The curse. Oh, Miss Lucy, why didn't you say so? Do you feel poorly? Oh, cruel, that's what some of them cramps are. Do you want to lie down? I'll bring you herb tea and a hot water. Nonsense, Flora. You've got to learn not to give in to such weakness. Exercise. Like the doctor in the ladies' home companion recommends. Swedish calisthenics. And no whinging, or the gentleman will never treat us as equals. No gentleman. Don't you always feel unclean? Oh, my friend. How queer, some friend. Indeed, Miss Lucy. And it's many women who want us to see such a friend. Oh, gracious. Mrs. Manners, whatever is the matter? This letter just grew here. It's Jonathan's handwriting. Open it. What's he saying? He's safe. He's safe in Budapest. I must go to him, Florrie. Miss Mina, I don't think he's been ill. He's in a convent hospital in Budapest. The letter is from a doctor there. He's added a message in shorthand for me. He's been very ill. Where is Budapest? You can't go off to foreign places all on your own. I'll come with you. No, of course I must. To Jonathan. To my husband. Miss Lena, are you sure? Of course. My darling is safe. Oh, Mina, I knew everything was going to be all right.
She's very quiet this morning. For all these shenanigans last night in the storm, I should bloody well hope so. All that screaming, moaning and rocking back and forth. Drives you round the bend just watching him. Hey, Mr. Renfield.
Know the blessing of Elrond?
That bloody great lightning bolt. Probably still be
You want
at
to hear it?
What? You didn't hear it? Split that huge oak tree next door.
With the
right
9 ring,
down the middle.
the Fellowship of the Ring are heading off to Mount Doom.
I'd soon shut
As they
you up,
leave, he
didn't it,
says,
eh?
may the blessing of elves, men, and all free folk go with you. May the stars shine upon your faces.
As far as I'm concerned, Mr. Bloody Renfield can whisper away till he's blue in the face. As long as I can't hear him. Come on. Let's see what all the other...
By the way, speaking of Lord of the Rings, if you ever want to listen to the radio version of Lord of the Rings, we can listen to it, and it takes forever to listen to.
You are
So
come
that could be
among
like
us.
hours of entertainment for us. Would you ever like to listen to our radio show that's that epic and fantastical?
Don't go, Doctor. What's gone wrong? Christ, David.
Yes, Dr. Seward.
You leave me, and I want to let him in. Be reasonable, man. It's not as if you're my only charge. If I was reasonable, I wouldn't be in here, would I? Christ, David.
Don't go! Let him in, and that'll get you. Gone!
You think so?
Oh, no. Oh, sweet Lucy in
That's
the
right.
daylight, so polite. You let him in, and that'll get you. That'll get you, poor Dr. Seward.
Nonsense, this. Don't you like being wrapped up in my arms? You're light as a feather. Now, I'm putting you in bed because the sun's going down and I don't want you to get chilled.
Watching all the swallows gather under the eaves. Where did the summer go?
Once your sister comes back, maybe we can send you away to some spa. Laurie, come in. Laurie's to give you all the fun. I'll come back later once you're set. All right.
See, it's not too bad.
What's that?
I'm not a child, Florrie. And take away that bloody mirror.
Don't pick up. I'll call her, right?
Don't light that lamp.
Why have I not?
I'll call
Can't
her.
I see beyond my own nose?
Because of all the pretty furred and feathered things. They fly into the flame and singe their wings. I had this dream. No, not quite a dream. I suppose I was asleep. And something long and dark
she
with
didn't
red
call back
eyes like
that
the
time, but
sunset
maybe
and
we
something
wait
very
30
sweet
seconds and try
and
again.
very bitter
What do
all
you
around
think?
me. And then I came back and you were shaking my body. I was above you and I saw you do it before I felt it. Oh, Florrie, that thing. But every night, scratching, flapping at the window.
Moths at the pane, a loose sash rattling. Maybe a rat got behind the wainscot. Bogies is all kinds of things.
I'm frightened, Florrie, and I think you're frightened too. No, you're sad. Why are you so sad, Florrie? Do you miss your
Urgent
sweetheart?
calls.
How do you know I've got a sweetheart?
I know things, Florrie. Is he a gentleman, your lover?
No, miss.
Calls merge.
He's a soldier.
What's his name?
Jem, miss.
Jem. You're precious.
Suppose he's all right. Sometimes.
Do you let him love you?
How do you mean?
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a child? Is it nice?
I suppose it must be, as it would be so popular.
Is it absolutely the most sweetest, delicious, swooning, magical thing you
It's
ever...
very strange. Very ordinary.
He goes
Right,
when you
talk to you then.
I suppose I will, but he hasn't gone yet. I'll start missing him tomorrow.
But there's all that tonight, isn't there?
Yes, there is. I didn't like to ask you, miss.
Of course you can.
Thank you, miss.
Our secret. Just don't dare come back till after breakfast tomorrow. Go!
All decent. Can I come in?
Arthur, of course.
I got you some roses.
They smell wonderful.
Florrie, get a vase, will you?
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, and Florrie... She's still terribly pale.
Yes, sir. I'll take up the lead.
I've written to my old professor who lives in Amsterdam. I've asked him if he could come urgently.
Nothing. Just asking how her patient is doing.
If you want to know about my bowel movements, ask me. Did Florrie make me pretty? Do you love me even though I'm sick? Or because I'm sick?
Lucy.
Well, I sometimes wonder. Thank you so much for the roses. I do love them. Mina and I used to gather up all the petals in the garden when we were little and put them in a jar with rainwater and try to make perfume.
Yeah.
Now this! Did you ever do that, Flora? Try to make perfume with rose petals? After we'd left it, it was always festered. So then we'd turn it into poison. It was better fun making poison than perfume. Don't you think anyone would rather?
I would prefer the perfume. It's easier, of course. There. Don't we look lovely?
Oh, yes. Well, off you go. And remember, I want you back when we agreed, and not one moment sooner. Do you hear me?
Yes, miss. Night, miss. Night, doctor.
What was all that giggling about?
Nothing. Oh, Arthur, do take me back to London with you. I want to meet all your lunatics you've told me stories about.
Lucy, you know I can't. Not yet. And professional etiquette forbids me to breach the confidentiality of my patients. Besides, some of the stories would terrify them.
Maybe I want to be terrified.
Lucy.
I do hate it when you try to protect me all the time. Well, I love it, but I hate it too. Tell me the story of Mad Mr. Renton.
You know it already. I don't remember telling you his name.
Tell me again. I thought it was so scary and funny. Go on. You went into his padded cell and saw that by spreading bits of rations, he'd attracted hordes of flies. Great, bloated, buzzing beasts with sapphire on their wings. And the next time you went, it was spiders. And the fattest spiders he'd fed on the fattest flies.
I didn't tell you this.
And 1 week later, tamed sparrows, spider-fed. And the next time you went, he says, Dr. Seal, please, can I have a little pussycat? I can still fight.
Whatever possessed me to tell you such an appalling story?
Arthur, stay with me tonight.
Darling, of course. I'll stay with you all evening, and Florrie will be on that cot there looking after you all night.
No, you. Want you to sleep with me, please. Love me all night, Arthur. I'm so terrified.
Lucy, You know I cannot possibly do that. You are ill. I can't take advantage. It's not fair of you to ask me.
Arthur, look at me.
Lucy, dearest, cover yourself. Put your nightdress back on, please.
Don't leave me alone, I beg you.
Florrie will be
Yes,
here.
Princess.
She'll watch over you.
She won't. She can't.
Lucy, I'm going.
Princess, I'm on my way. Impa!
Once you're asleep, I'll sneak back in and kiss you.
Alone. And so...
Lucy.
Wait!
Oh,
I'll
my
take over later.
love of all my lifetimes. It's you. I know you.
Yes.
Open the window. Let me in.
Yes.
Lucy.
Come into me, my love. Please come in.
Balls merged. Hang on, she went away. I'll try calling her.
Some ordinary Thursday morning.
Overlink?
My fat pocket watch with its everyday tick telling me, remember, 9:30, the university, the anatomy lesson, as regular. And then, friend Arthur, your letter arrives. Your letter, franked express from England, addressed Van Helsing in your doctor's scroll.
I'll take Overlink.
Your letter, which as I tear it open, makes a tear in this ordinary morning. And in
Hello?
my coffee, I smell blood.
Deanna
Lady
went away, I
Fates,
guess.
Seward, the doctor does every proper test for every rational disease. All negative.
That's weird.
The lady fades. Seward, the lover, despairs. Arthur, dear friend, I come. And old enemy, I come. So now I pack the paraphernalia of my trade. Instruments, stethoscope, and garlic, consecrated wafers, and my crucifix.
Why did he shave it? All my lovely hair, all gone for health's sake, Miss Lucy. Daddy always loved it long. Dr. Arthur thought he had to do it. Honest. Bleed the cold and shave a fever. What an old girl you are, Miss Lucy. Said he loved it long and loose and looking like a little schoolgirl. Who did? Daddy. Arthur. Someone. I forget. Dead and coiled in a box. Who? Love me like a schoolgirl. Wonder if he'd love me like a little
I just
boy.
did.
My
She
big
didn't
fat
pick up the phone. You want me to try one more time?
Before we go get it. Now this.
Okay, one more
I don't want
time.
him to have it. Cut bits off me. It's mine. Mine. Fetch it. Arthur's desktop. I want to fling it in the fire and see it shrivel.
He said I was to be sure you slept.
Mina. I want Mina.
You can't have her. No one knows where she is.
Read it to me
Kayla
again,
wants you to
Florrie.
not hang up.
Nina's
Don't
letter.
hang up. Promise me you won't hang up.
Forgot.
It's important. Don't hang
Someone
up. I'm
read
gonna
it to
merge
me.
the calls.
Who read me? Want Mina.
Dr. Arthur read it you
Calls
over and
merged.
over. You ought to know it off by heart. I do.
Don't hang up.
Tell me
Don't
the
hang
point.
up.
Dear Lucy, I'm holding my darling husband's hand, and we're going to run away for a whole month
Oh, no.
and hide in some secret cottage on a mountain
Okay, that's a good excuse.
in Switzerland, and it'll be all the
Kayla,
honeymoon
she
I
has a
ever
good
wanted.
excuse. We
He's
gotta let her
alive, As
go.
happy as Jonathan and
We gotta
I.
let her go.
All my love. Your Mina.
She's got a good
Nina.
excuse. But do you
Florrie,
want to
do you
listen to
think we will be?
Dracula with me?
What? Happy.
I hope so.
No.
Where's Arthur?
He's gone to the station to collect his friend, the professor.
Oh, yes. Florrie, I want to go out for a walk. On the cliff. With the dog. I want to walk in the graveyard.
Miss Lucy, we bean't at Whitby anymore. We're in London, don't you remember? Dr. Seward brought you here, where he can get the specialist to come and cure you.
Oh, yes. Are we in the madhouse?
The asylum, miss.
The madhouse.
All the world's a madhouse.
Florrie, what's the matter? Blink, you should be happy.
Can't read. Don't need to read. Telegram from the military, it means just one thing. Dead. Dead, you bastard. Torn up bits of you all over some patch of dirt other side of the world. Bloody soldiers. Bloody generals. Bloody...
That was an interesting one. Begin by simply listening. Slow down. See just how peaceful today can be. Thanks so much for swinging by. You can call me your host, Sebastian St. Smalls, or Killing Me Smalls, Vincent Twice. You can always call me Bennett. I think whether it's misguided folly or genius, we were meant to come together right now, because here you are, watching me say this. That's got to count for something. You guys mean a lot to me behind the little white dot. Catch you guys on the flip side. Hey, what's up? I was just wrapping up a show.
Oh, that was that you talked about?
My TV show. Yeah, I have to go.
I know, no, fight me, or what's
It's a good question.
I don't know why you gotta ask.
May the blessing of elves, men, and all free folk go with you. May the stars shine upon your faces. Catch you guys on the flip side, my peeps. An emoji.